Hi everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Have you ever wondered when you should toss the food in your fridge? I'm not just talking about meat, eggs, milk. I'm also talking about leftovers and the meals you prepare. How long do they keep for safety and also for the best taste? I've got a friend that's swearing eating expired food makes him stronger. I'm pretty sure we all know somebody like that, right? But we also know it's probably not the best advice. Well, I've got the answers for you in this video, and none of them involve smelling your food to see if it's good, because that's just gross. But first, if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell icon right next to it. And if you're not new here and you keep watching my videos, but you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button now and get it on out of the way. Now, obviously, it can be pretty easy to tell with some foods how long they keep, because they have a sell-by or use-by date. Most packaged items will have these, unless, of course, you're buying something from Imperfect Foods. And if you watch my unboxing videos, you know that they have this thing where they don't put expiration dates on even meat, fish, and poultry. So aside from Imperfect Foods, and I'll put a link to those videos in the description down below. But what about other food? How do you know when to throw out the leftovers from the restaurant or the meal you prepared on Tuesday? So I'm working with a client who swears by egg substitutes. I can't get her off them. Believe me, I've tried. I don't recommend egg substitutes, by the way. Anyway, because I don't know a whole lot about egg substitutes except for that I don't recommend them, and I recommend that you eat whole eggs instead. I was shocked to learn that they only keep for around 3 days after you open them. So make sure, if you're like my client and you refuse to give up your egg substitutes for whatever reason, use them as soon as possible after opening them. That 3-day mark is about how long you should keep any other leftovers or other prepped meals in your fridge. This includes takeout. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, cooked meals should be refrigerated within an hour or two of cooking, and you should consume them between 3 to 4 days before tossing. Now, if you're planning on keeping them longer than 3 to 4 days, you should freeze them and as soon as possible after preparing. That way, you know you're storing a fresh meal instead of one that's already closer to going bad. And here's another excellent tip. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that frozen food gets mushy and soft after you reheat it? Leave me a comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. Well, there are some things that you can do to stop that from happening, and they have to do with keeping air away from food. The most important thing you can do is to make sure that your food is completely cooled down before you put it in the freezer. And you can do this by refrigerating it for about an hour before you freeze it. Then make sure there's no extra air in there when you put it in the container that you're going to be using to freeze it. You can use this by using the smallest container available, and just make sure you leave enough room in there for the food to expand when it freezes, and making sure that the lid is sealed really, really well. And when you put it in the freezer, make sure your freezer isn't packed really tight and that there's airflow around all the items. This way, it will freeze as soon as possible, and it'll prevent those ice crystals from forming. And foods stored in the freezer can basically live forever. But after a few months, their taste and texture begins to degrade. It's a good idea to label them with the date and use them before too much time passes. So I use a label maker for this, and it's great when I'm batch cooking because I only have to type in what it is and the date one time, and then I can print many, many labels and just stick them right on the containers. There's a link to the label maker I use in the description down below. 3 to 6 months is a pretty good guide of how long to keep something in the freezer before its flavor starts to change. I also recommend investing in a vacuum sealer. I have a food saver, and I've been using it for at least 20 years. There's a link to that in the description down below too. Using a food saver or other vacuum sealer is a great way to keep your frozen food from getting that freezer burn taste. So it'll keep your food for a more extended time. That makes it an excellent investment. It's also a great hack to leverage sales. If there's a particular cut of meat on sale or one of your favorite veggies is in season, you can buy more at a lower price and prepare it ahead of time. You can save lots of money this way. It just takes a little bit of planning. Plus, if you have meals vacuum sealed in your freezer, you'll always have a healthy, clean meal ready to go. So you won't be tempted to make things easier by stopping for fast food or convenience meals. Sticking to a nutrition plan can sometimes be confusing, but it makes a big difference when you just plan ahead. To help you out, I have a great resource for you. It's my easy one-dish recipe guide. It's free for a limited time, so get it now before it's too late. There's a link in the description down below. Downloading the recipe guide and following these tips will help save you money and time, and will go a long way to make sure those healthy meals you're cooking won't go to waste. So if you like this video, hit the like button and share it with your friends and on social media too. That'll go a long way to help other people find the video. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and tap that bell icon so you never miss one of my videos. This is Amy. I'll see you real soon. Bye.